Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Karen Pound, and I'm currently a final year PhD student at the School of Law, and I'm doing the final edit of my thesis. I hope this evening to be able to explain 4 years of research in under 3 minutes, and by using a very simple hand-drawn slide and using it in 3 different ways. So thank you very much. Imagine you are visiting at your mother's house and she hands you a hot pot of tea. You place the teapot on the table where your young niece is busily colouring, and you leave the room, leaving your niece alone. When you return, your niece has been injured by spilling the hot teapot on top of herself. I want you to consider who you think might be liable for your niece's injuries, but more on that later. Vicarious liability is a form of strict liability imposed upon a person who is not personally at fault of any wrongdoing. It is generally applied to employers for the actions of their employees, but it can apply to other relationships as well. Vicarious liability has expanded in recent years to hold innocent members of unincorporated associations responsible for sexual abuse committed by one of their fellow members. But why should we be worried about this expansion of vicarious liability? Because if you are a member of a golf club, a sports club, or any other club where you join together to do something you all enjoy, you are likely to be a member of an unincorporated association. Unincorporated associations are curious. They do not exist in the eyes of the law. So each and every member shares liability both with and for each other. This means if you are injured, you cannot sue your own club because in essence you are suing yourself. But if one of your fellow members injures an outsider, then you do share liability for that. This is where I step in. My research enables me to identify the nature and extent of liability owed by club members and to weigh up when vicarious liability might apply and, crucially, when it should not apply. So getting back to our teapot from earlier, which is actually based on a real case, it was your mother, as head of the household, who was vicariously liable for your niece's injuries. My research cannot change the law, but it does attempt to address a gap in the knowledge field. And my research is of benefit to employers, to clubs, and to legal practitioners. And it may spark a wider academic debate that someday leads to some certainty in this troubling area of the law. Thank you very much.